inside. It's Miller. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Let's talk for just a second here about USC and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
He's got great speed. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll try the left side.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On the run, it's Mobley. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep it.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Trojans line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Catches it at the 15. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. being done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Caught in the backfield, it's Graham. Turning it on! And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Mobley. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff position.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
Looking to throw, it's Cantrell. Finds his big tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Quick give. It's Mobley.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Find space, it's Mobley. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the 2nd quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Running inside, it's Miller. Stopped in his tracks, he got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
Well, you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Newt Rockne, Ara Parseghian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we can keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
A quarterback's got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Out wide left, it's Miller. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He wants to throw it again. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Out wide right, it's Mosley. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Anderson. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top on second down. They'll run the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Piles his way ahead. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration.
And he's in! Touchdown, USC! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching it.
It's a seam wide open. Brought down after the huge gain gets this offense set up at the 27. He's got 67 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Got an alley. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right side, it's Graham. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving on the year for him.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw if I see something open. And maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Looking for the marker. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to the ground game on the left. Here's a little room there. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen it. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now 1st and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a 4th down, try to make them kick a field goal.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Cantrell. Makes the grab. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Irish! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The give is to Miller. Breaks into the open. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They'll try to get it through the air. Out wide right, it's Mosley. On the move at the 30. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires left. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Takes a handoff. It's Mobley. Just burrowed right into the middle, and this clock keeps running here late in the second quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with a look at LSU taking on the Missouri Tigers. And it's LSU with a real chance to make this a memorable season. A 7th straight victory following everything that happened last year would put the rest of the sport on notice. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
Comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep
flying down the left side. He's on the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And that one will put him up here in the second half. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he puts through the extra point. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush, but man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's Mosley. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Miller with the ball. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. snapped it, and he has to have it. Knocked down immediately. Stopped short of the sticks on 4th down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Timed it perfectly to not get free and forces the 3rd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Hits inside. It's Mobley. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
The give is to Miller. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Right side, it's Anderson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out wide left, it's Mosley. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Fires to the middle. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden, have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
The Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscles. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Out wide right, it's Anderson. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. There's an old school thought that says just take the 3 here, but that feels like a win for the defense. I'm going here.
Yeah, and there's a new school thought that says I'm inside the 2-yard line. It's 4th down. I'm going for it. I'm going to be aggressive. So I don't think you have many opportunities like this. I like my...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Comes onto the field ready to go to work. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
For wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
2nd and long here. Keeps it moving, it's Mobley. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking downfield, it's Cantrell. Finds a tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Mobley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right back to it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Trying the left side. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Selling the fake. Under pressure. The offense coughs it up. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
You got to give the defense credit here, David. I mean, this has been a hard-fought game. A lot of these guys have played tons of snaps. Yeah, they're all out there, and they're exhausted, and they're tired, but they are still fighting, and they're able to come away with that takeaway.
And an unbelievable takeaway because of the time in the game. This is a tie game, late in the ball game. My team needs a takeaway. We need to do something. Otherwise, they're going to milk this clock, go down the field, try to score. Now, we flip the script. Now we got the ball with a chance at a tie game to go win this thing.
Caught behind the line. It's Miller. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Trojan. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance and left. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. You just hope this isn't serious. He's run himself right into the Heisman Trophy race at this point in the season. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Running the red zone, it's Miller. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Trying to squeak through the pile.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense, man. He's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Miller. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Walton. Fighting off the defender. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Rush is on. Buried before he can blink.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash.
There he goes! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
This guy is such a competitor, man. He knows his team is down and they're on the road. They're dealing with the crowd noise. They're dealing with this pass rush. It's late in the game. He's got to make something happen, and he does right there on 4th down. Nothing open. He's able to take off and go get it. He's trying everything that he can do to will his team back into this game.
Losing, we got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays with it.
Throws it deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to pass, it's Cantrell. Firing toward the end zone. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
The extra point here is good, but that just gives us a little window dressing as the score draws closer and the game is over. Tommy Trojan rides with a sword on his belt and a jeweled shillelagh at his side after knocking off the Fighting Irish. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.